It is it's very exciting because we have $10 e-start in October and double credit. So we're going to jump right into it with our slideshow, and then we'll take questions at the end because I actually have a 5:30 Zoom. So if we end up running late, I want to make sure I get everybody's questions answered. Okay, double credit month. Whoop, whoop. Last year, they only did this in October. So we got to pull out all the stops. Double credit month. It's going to be awesome. So today it started. Your power up forms are due on the 3rd. And October 8th, we do not have a meeting. I'm going to be traveling. So I am challenging you to either have a party or make 10 customer calls that night, since that's your Mary Kay time, and you will get extra power up points. And then on the 15th, 22nd, and 29th, we're going to be talking about selling for the holidays and maxing out your double credit. So you can actually submit your power up forms now automatically when you have all your points. And then you just click on it and it goes. So it's going to be pretty cool. Giftology, the registration does close on October 4th. So if you haven't registered, you might want to do that. And then you can invite as many of your guests as you want to join you. This is October's gift when you power up your sales. So I know a lot of y'all are going to be qualifying for that. And then, of course, a reminder that these are holiday gifts. They are not sold out yet. So the company's doing a really good job of having enough of these products on hand. I just ordered 10 more of the men's sets. So tell your customers they can get their holiday gifts at cost. They can join for just $10. Okay, so they're calling it Enter Your Mary Kay Era because everybody's all about era. I'm in my mom era. I'm in my daughter era. I'm in my whatever, working era, whatever. So this is the flyer. You can actually get this right off of Mary Kay In Touch. It's this month only. All they have to do, and you have to make sure they understand this. It's $10 for the e-start. It's normally $35. And then when they place a 225 or more wholesale Section 1 product order, then their website will be active and they will be able to have customers and all that. Okay, I've got people trying to get in and I'm not able to let them in. Okay, so $10 and then a 225 wholesale order. Okay, so make sure that they understand that. Have that flyer there. Very, very important. Okay, get it right off of Mary Kay In Touch and you can forward it to everybody. So in honor of it being double credit month with the company, we are doing Rocktober rewards. I like that. I think it's so funny. So all new consultants and their recruiters that are qualified, if the new consultant is qualified in October with a qualified order of $600 wholesale or higher by October 31st, the recruiter and the new consultant get a bonus of $100 in product. And then all consultants are going to get a 10% retail bonus on orders 400 to 599, and then 20% on 600 or higher. So if you're looking to max out double credit, you're going to be getting all these bonuses. It's going to be so amazing. So as you're talking to people, make sure you tell them that we are, for the second year in a row, the #1 direct selling brand of skincare and color cosmetics in the world. And our source is Euromonitor International Limited. And this is a very, very reliable source. Okay. So just want to let you guys know that we are still hanging on to that title. So track your 30 faces. It's double credit month. Okay. This is when you really want to pull out all the stops, do those makeovers, get excited. These are the rules. Okay. Queen's Court of Personal Sales. For every dollar, okay, in seminar women, you earn $1 in seminar double credit for every dollar in personal retail. So the way you look at it is this. Wholesale, the max is 2,000 wholesale. Now you might be thinking, holy smokes. But if you were doing your 30 faces a month, you would probably have $2,000 at least, if not 3,000 in sales. So 2,000 wholesale is 4,000 retail. They double it, so it's equal to 8,000 retail. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Yes. I'm making sure. I read this like 5 times. I want to make sure it's right. And for every Great Start qualified team member you have that comes in October and they're qualified by January 31st, they also count double. But I'm looking here up to, yeah, 4,000. So a 2,000 would equal 4,000, and then they add 4,000 to it. I have a chart on it too. Okay. So what this means is the maximum that will be doubled is 4,000 retail, which is 2,000 wholesale, which is then doubled to 8,000 retail. Oh my gosh. If you have 0 in right now, if you have 0 in to the company this seminar year, then you're looking at maxing. If you max it out in October, you would have 8,000 retail. You would only need to do 32,000 more retail. And you might be going, only? Yeah, but think about it. 32,000 retail, how much is that wholesale? That is so doable. I mean, this is exciting. You guys have got to take advantage of this if you possibly can. Okay, if you possibly can. Okay, then let me see. Let me go to the next one. How do you do it? Virtual parties, faces, take your average in sales, $75 retail per face, 54 faces in 3 weeks. How? That's 10 parties of 5, 5 parties of 10, a few reorders. It is not out of reach. Gift certificates. Explain to your customers that you are in your biggest selling challenge ever, and are breaking every level you've ever reached before. And invite them to get you some help in selling. I can't talk. If they sell 10 $100 gift certificates, they get theirs free. Now think about it. You're like, wait a minute. I'm going to give her $100 in product free. She's going to sell $1,000 in gift certificates for you. Okay. That's hostess credit. 10% is hostess credit. Okay. So it's $1,000 in gift certificates. Your customer does the work. Also invite 20 people to earn their $1,000 gift certificate, and you're done. Bam, done. You sell the gift certificates, 20 people purchasing 100 each, and you're done. No product has left your shelf, and you are stocked up for redeeming those gift certificates in November and December. Another thing is do a hostess contest with your hostesses. The 10 envelope is the best. I love that one. It's so much fun. Now let's talk quota sharing, double credit. You can add up to 6 new personal team members, and when they are Great Start qualified by January 31st, they will each count double. So the max is 12. That finishes the Mary Kay area Princess Court team building, and you're halfway to the Mary Kay National Quota Sharing. Bam. How exciting is that? Hi, Michelle. How exciting is that, guys? That's like, that is so doable, but you've got to start today. Actually, I would start first thing in the morning. So I would set up my phone and put your phone on airplane mode and send a text to every one of your friends and ask them to be a hostess for you, and ask them if they'd sell 10 $100 gift certificates for you, and they'll get $100 in Mary Kay free. Offer them whatever it takes. And then once they do that, you can say, hey, for $10, you can join my team. It's done. Done deal. Okay, I want to show you guys one more time, especially for those watching the recording, how the Power Up form is going to work now. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to joannashipe.com. Okay. Super simple, super simple. Okay. You go to promotions, challenges, and you left click on it. You go to Power Up Form Submission. Now, this is the form that you've been tracking everything on all month, the whole month of September, the whole month. Okay, and tonight we're going to announce the queens and all that so you can finish filling it out. So you're going to click on that tonight when the meeting's over, and you're going to fill it out with all of your points you earned, and you're going to click on Submit. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to send me a copy of your form, nothing like that. It is going to be so simple to do. Then you go back. See, it says, please record your points before pressing submit for your I want a prize form. So you're going to have a power up total right here. Let's say it's 250 points. Go back to promotions, click on I want a prize. I can't make this any easier for you guys. Fill this out. Okay. And then put in here how many points you got. That's it. That's it. We didn't do a retail bonus. If you did the monthly squares, that's great. If you didn't, don't worry about it. But you just put my power up points are, and I'll have your form and your I want a prize. And I don't know how much easier I can make it than that. So make sure it's done by the 3rd. Also, I want to give y'all a reminder, on-time drawings. Arlene, make sure you're on your I want a prize. You won an on-time drawing. Vicky won an on-time drawing. And Jamie won an on-time drawing. Okay. So make sure that you guys put that on your I won a form. Now, wanted to show you guys something. This is, we saw this last year, but I wanted to show it to you guys again. I hope it's still
the number one trick for an aging neck.
No, don't worry about this.
A lot of times people don't believe that I'm 63, even though you can Google it.
I'm
and the older I get,
okay,
the more I...
Okay guys, back again today to talk to you more about making bows with wired ribbon, because I had so many of you reach out to me asking questions as far as when you don't have a box, what if you're doing a basket, that I figured I would show you guys again in person so you can see the difference that you can do bows with baskets. So I just have a little basket here. Couple ways you can do bows. One is a lot of people like open baskets, and if you're one of those people, you can use the handle as like your starting place for the bow. Bows obviously look really beautiful right here, kind of centered on the basket. So you would follow the exact same thing that I showed you with packages. The difference being is that you don't need as much ribbon to wrap around it. You would just simply figure out the length you want by basing it off of, again, how long you want the ribbon to hang down. See how it's hanging to the bottom of the basket? Go ahead and give that a quick tie.
That's your anchor.
Again, you are going to take your ribbon just like we did with the packages. This is the same exact technique. Hold it down and just start twirling it around itself. And again, the more times you wrap it around, the bigger and fluffier your bow will be. Cut it always at an angle. And notch the sides. About 1/2 inch in, do not go all the way through. And you're just gonna put your ribbon through each of those notches, tie it off, and pull out your loops.
Don't y'all love that? Isn't that great?
Okay, for those original end pieces, you can tuck them or do whatever you want. But then you have a beautiful bow on your basket. You can fill it up with all sorts of fun things hanging out the side. Okay, so option number 2 is cellophane wrap. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's 2 types of like cellophane wrap that are really neat. One is it just looks like this and you can't shrink it, okay? So you're gonna see a crumbly cellophane. I personally like, it's called shrink wrap. And I love the shrink wrap because it tightens around the products that you're shrinking. And so it just looks a little more professional in my opinion. What's really neat is a few years ago, they came out with shrink it bags. You literally buy a bag big enough to plop your item down into, tie it off, and shrink it. When you just have a roll of the shrink wrap, like I do, I'm gonna just place it in the middle here. Pull it up. you would tape back the sides before shrinking. That's a whole nother lesson though. What we're talking about today is bows. So again, guys, now instead of placing it on the front here, you would want to place it up here as kind of your focal point and to close the cellophane. So we're going to take just, again, a small piece of ribbon to begin with, cut at a diagonal, tie it off, roll your bow again, stick it through the pieces. And guys, I don't know if you just realized this, but these bows are reusable. So when you give these gifts, let's say you're opening Christmas morning, you can then, if no one's taking that ribbon with them, you can go ahead and grab all the ribbon and use it again for next year. Love that. Okay, so look, how beautiful is that? A big, beautiful bow on this.
Okay, and then what you do is, well, let me stop her. Okay. And what you do is, if you don't have the shrink wrap gun, you just use your hair dryer. But you don't want to do the very top. You just do it around the body of it. And what she didn't tell you was how to, do you have on a bluey shirt, Michelle? Oh my gosh. I love that. So this year, our whole theme in our family was bluey. So Abigail got a bluey shirt. Kevin got the bluey dad shirt. Stephanie got the mom. And then for my birthday, they sent me Nana. But it says JoJo. Anyway, so what you do is you just take clear tape and you fold back those edges, but do it kind of behind where you're going to put the bow and really tape it well, because once you shrink wrap it, the tape just peels off. So you want that really, really, really tight so it sticks together real well. Okay. But anyway, I just thought it might be fun to just remind you guys of wrapping things, because if you're not already putting together some gifts just to show your customers, or just to have like in the background, if you're doing a virtual party, that is super, super smart to do. Okay. Also, I wanted to show you guys this. And again, I hope this link is still working. Yes. Okay. So you can order these boxes off of Amazon, and there's 30, so there's actually 15 boxes for $21, which that's really pretty good, $22. And you can put the products in there, and then all you do is wrap a pretty bow around it. And then what you do is you stand the box up. And what I've gotten in the past is I get the wire stands and just prop everything up for your open house. And then that way, you know how it's hard to see the product if it's all wrapped up? That way they just look at it and they see the products. Also, if you're doing a virtual show, you can just line the products up and they look so pretty. You can always do the product in the box and then put the real product, you know, one of the real products right in front of it as well. So I want y'all to start kind of playing around and putting together some gift ideas, because every week, starting 2 weeks from tonight, we're going to be talking about gift ideas, okay, that we're going to give each other. And even if you just use it for your own personal gift service, it really comes in handy to have these things look really, really sharp. I've given, every year that we've lived here, I've given all of our pastors' wives and just a bunch of people at my church and stuff gifts. And now they call me and they order their gifts. So it works really, really well. Okay, get your name out there. All right, our Star Consultant quarter does end on December 15th. So make sure you're watching that date very closely. And think about, what are you doing with your Mary Kay in October? Have you set your goals for the month? Are you being intentional? How many faces, how many shows, how many parties, how much income do you want? Especially this month being double credit, because I just don't want you guys to look back in June and say, why didn't I work my tail off in October? Why? Okay. Be proactive and not reactive. And also go for 3 new team members in the month of October. If you did 10 marketing shares, you would have 3 team members. I guarantee you don't have to talk people into it. It's $10. Oh my gosh. Try joining Costco for $10. It's $10 to get their products at cost. Very simple. Okay. Also, don't forget that we are still doing the Pink Up and Show Up DIQ promotion until December, okay? Until December, 8 active team members to go into DIQ, okay? All right, so where are you gonna land by October 31st? First off, let's talk about medals. Oh my gosh, medals. These are beautiful charms to go on your charm bracelet. If you have 3 people join your team in 1 month, you get the bronze, 4 is silver, and 5 is the gold. That's what you want to go for. Always go for the gold. When you are a gold medal winner, then you appear in the Applause magazine. Okay. All right. So your power up, everything is due by the 3rd of October. Very, very, very important. Today's the 1st. So that means they're due by Thursday. I would recommend you put it on your calendar and have it done by either tonight or tomorrow night. Just so if you have any challenges or anything with that form, you can call me and I can walk you through it. Okay. Also, if you were a star consultant, for the quarter ending September 15th, make sure you give yourself those points as well. Okay. All right. I think we've got some people who have moved up. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Amy Paw, give yourself 50 points. This is your first time to move up this seminar year. So you can put it on your October Power Up form because it's as of the 1st of October. So in your October Power Up form, give yourself an extra 50 points, and then we'll see who else is going to jump up a level. Stars, make sure that you put this on your Power Up form, whatever star level you are. That's for this Power Up form, your September. Okay. And again, I'm just trying to remind you guys it's due on September 3rd. So give yourself 15 points for turning in your weekly accomplishment sheet by Sunday. So we only had 3 people do it, but oh, what rock stars you guys are. So in your September Power Up form, give yourself 15 points. And then look at this. Mom and Amy, you guys are rock stars. Give yourself 20 points for turning in your weekly accomplishment sheet every week in September. Only ones who did it every single week. A lot of people missed 1 week. A lot of people missed 1 week. But you guys did it every single week. So y'all make that your goal starting this Sunday. Make it your goal to submit your weekly accomplishment sheet every Sunday. Just say, go to church, come home, fill out your weekly accomplishment sheet. Okay. All right. Give yourself 15 points for being on live tonight. Or if you're watching or listening to the recording on Wednesday, post your takeaway on Shining Stars Facebook group, and you'll get your 15 points that way as well. I know we've got so many people said they had to work tonight and or they had illnesses and things like that. So we miss you. So try to be here. Okay. Amy Parr is our queen of sales for the week ending September 29th. So Amy, give yourself 25 points. I can't wait to see your Power Up form. I'm sure you rocked it out. And let's see who our monthly stars are. Okay. Oh, this is a survey that's going to be in your email blast tomorrow. Okay, so if you turn in this survey back to me, either on email or if you text me the answers, you will get an extra bonus for when your October form is due. Okay, what is your dream for your Mary Kay business? How will that dream bless you and your family? What skills or challenges do you choose to overcome to achieve your dreams and goals? How can you break down your dream into a specific goal with a timeline and daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annual targets? Have you ever sat down and really broken it down, what needs to happen every day, every week, every month, every quarter, because that's how you're proactive and not reactive in your business. And what will it look like? What will it feel like when you achieve your goal and your dream? So if you want to take a picture of this and go ahead and start answering these, I'm going to be tracking them, and then you will get a special bonus when you turn in your I Want a Prize form for October. Yay. Okay. All right. Our queen of sales for September was Amy. And our first runner up for 15 points is Sayonara. And y'all were $15 apart. $15 apart. Not even a lipstick apart. So on your September form, make sure that you give yourself 25 points. And then our queen of retail sales, 25 points goes to Jamie Bolliard, and then 15 points for our court. Vicky Moriani, Annette Walker, Marcia Stevens, and Carrie Mollison. Congratulations, you guys. So proud of y'all. Okay. All right. We are going to watch this, and then I'm going to open it up for questions. So get ready with your questions. We're going to watch this real quick.
I've decided this year is the year I'm going to lose weight and get healthy, so I decided to try out
This
the
is
Hume Body Pod. With this, I can understand how my diet and habits are impacting.
Stop thinking and start doing. One of my favorite stories is of Mary Kay Ash. She was a successful entrepreneur, founder of Mary Kay Cosmetics. Her life changed when she was a young mother and her husband came back from the war and ran off with another woman. And she now had to find a way to support the family. So she joined up with a direct sales company and was selling things door to door. And she quickly became the #1 salesperson at the business. But she was passed over on opportunities for promotion because she was a woman. She kept seeing men with less experience, less success, be promoted ahead of her. So she said, I'm tired of this. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to go find another company. So she hooked up with a different direct sales company. She brought her experience there. And again, she quickly became one of the top salespeople there. And she earned a few promotions, and she even got on the board of directors. But she kept getting put down because she was a woman. You know, her ideas would be ignored, and the board would frequently tell her, oh, Mary Kay, you're just thinking like a woman. A comment that constantly infuriated her. She got so frustrated, and her breaking point came when one of the guys that she trained for years at the business was promoted to be her boss and paid twice her salary. And she said, that's it. I'm done. I can't handle these companies. I'm not being respected. I'm not being treated like I'm adding value, so I'm done. And she quit. And she went home and said, you know what, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write a book, and I talk about all the reasons why corporate America is wrong right now and how women are being passed over and how this isn't right. And then I'm also going to include a section on what an ideal company should look like, how people will be treated with respect, and how business should be run. And then the turning point came. She said, instead of just thinking about it, instead of just writing about it, I'm going to go do it. I'm going to launch my own business that will be the ideal company to work for. And she turned all the negative things that happened to her in her life, how she was passed over repeatedly and being put down for being a woman. She took all that negative energy and turned it into something amazingly positive. And took an idea from nothing, from scratch, just an idea, into a $1 billion plus company. And when she was asked, what do you think your legacy is going to be? She said, I think the biggest legacy we're going to leave is a whole community of children who believe they can do anything in this world because they watch their mamas do it. So stop thinking about it, stop writing about it, and start doing. Believe. For those of you watching like the video, please.
Okay. Believe. I think that's like one of the most important things right there. Now, y'all know I'm all about tracking, being proactive, making sure that you plan your work, you work your plan, follow a weekly plan sheet. Y'all know I swear by, now I can't find it. I mean, I love my little calendar. I use my phone calendar as well, but I love my calendar because I can just glance at it and see what craziness I have going on that day. But, you know, guys, that is so important that you're setting those goals for yourself. And I'm going to go back real quick to that slide with the questionnaire and just talk about this real quick, because when you have these answers in front of you and you post them on your refrigerator, on your bathroom mirror, put them in on a piece of paper in your car. It reminds you every day of what you're working towards. So when you get a no, when you have a bad day, when you have a good day, when you have a great party, you continue to work your business, because this business can literally change your family's life. I mean, everything about it. You can be one of those stories that we hear on stage where they say, we were living in our car and, went to all these Mary Kay appointments and sat in the car while mom sold product, and now we live in a mansion. It can happen. And in today's economy and what's going on in the world and everything, y'all got to take charge of your own destiny. You really do. Financially, economically, spiritually. I mean, nothing is a given anymore. Nothing, really, you can't take anything for granted anymore. You got to survive, right? You got to make it work. And when you plan your work and you work your plan, then you will know where your pink car in your mind is going, because you will have a destination in mind and a plan of how to get there. Okay. So we have 4 names tonight. And Michelle, I'm going to have you say 1, 2, 3, or 4, and you're going to pick our winner, since you have on a bluey shirt. So you got to tell me 1, 2, 3, or 4.
3.
What? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I mixed them all up. Who feels lucky? This will be for October. Arlene, you won again. So that's for October, okay? So when you turn your October form in, make sure that you say, I won the on-time drawing on October 1st, and I'm hanging on to that, okay? All right. Okay, what questions or concerns do y'all have? Especially, I have the questionnaire. You can get bonus for that. If you, a week from tonight, when I'm not anywhere near a computer, if you do 10 calls to customers, or you have a Mary Kay appointment between Monday and Wednesday, then you'll get a bonus prize for that. And then the double credit from the company. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And then you and your team member, anyone who's Great Start qualified in October, will each get $100 retail and 10% bonus on a 400 to a 599, 20% bonus on a 600 wholesale or higher. Lots of bonuses. Who's going to earn a lot of bonuses this month? Like, when you earn a bonus, that's 100% profit. Vicki is funny. She always says, I make my bonuses my personal products. That way I never have to pull my own personal products. Sayonara does it too. I'm like, Sayonara, you always ask for the same foundation. She goes, because that's my foundation. I'm like, okay. All right. Any questions at all? Lot of challenges going to happen. Lots. And it'll all be in your weekly email tomorrow. So if you need to read it through line by line, it'll all be there, including the questionnaire. Okay. All right. Any questions? Michelle, do you have any questions? We haven't seen you in a while. She doesn't have any questions. She's like, no, just leave me alone. That's okay. We'll leave you alone. Jamie's just sitting in her car. I think she's in her own driveway. So, yeah, she is. Okay. I remember when Bethany Beninati, when her kids were really little, I mean, babies, she would put Max in charge of the kids, and she would go out to her car and have her meetings and make her phone calls and stuff like that. She's like, I don't have room in the house for an office, too many kids, so my office is my car. Works, right? It works. Okay, y'all don't have any questions? Okay, then I'm gonna let you guys go. I know you're dying to get ready to go watch the debate. 9 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock here. So yeah, 9 o'clock. Okay, tell me what we're doing instead of a meeting next week.
10 customer calls or having a party.
There you go. Okay. And the party can be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I don't care if it's Sunday, but just have a party. All right. Do something and make sure that everywhere you go, you have a cute little box or a basket with some wrapped up Mary Kay products. Amy, I see you've got some right behind you. So yours are already ready to go. Just grab a couple when you run out the door, shedding hair, and always have them. Always have them with you. We can't do that here in Arizona. We can't leave them in our car. So I just take it, put it in my basket next to my purse in my grocery store and any errands I run, and people go, what is that? And I'm like, here's my card, gift service, call me. Okay. All right, no questions. I'm gonna let you guys go early so you can make some phone calls. On 3, we are all gonna say double credit month. So unmute. Okay, let's entertain the girls who are watching the video tomorrow. 1, 2, 3. Double credit month.
Month.
Yay! All right, girls.